Hey everyone, it's Mike from Wichita here. Just taking a break from the gym and my fitness journey, and had some fitness related thoughts that I wanted to share. Now, if you watch enough of my videos, which I appreciate you doing, you know that I've got a few hobbies outside of the gym. And by few, I mean really just one, which is the sport of golf, which I really enjoy. And with the help of fitness, getting back in the gym, the active lifestyle, everything like that, it's slowly become more enjoyable. And I've been able to see some improvement and get out and just really enjoy it a lot more than what I used to before I kind of got back involved in the active lifestyle. I played, I just, be out of breath and those type of things. So it's been neat to kind of see the progress continue to get better, improve, I guess would probably be the right word. As also my health and fitness and strength has also improved as well. Now, yesterday I went out to the driving range. I try to do that kind of as a little activity, little break from the gym every once in a while. And I usually do okay out there. But yesterday, I'll be honest, I just regressed. Like it was not good. It was not good at all. I could not focus on hitting, the shots and was sore and just mentally not prepared. And it just got more and more frustrating as it went along. And I'd even try to take some breaks and stuff like that, just kind of slow down the pace and refocus. And nothing was just going my way out there. I just noticed it. And after I was done, I had some reflection kind of later in the day because I was pretty frustrated about it. Normally it's hard to get me to leave. I like to stay out there for a while, but this time I just packed up all the clubs in the car and took off. That's how frustrated I was. And I realized what my problem was is that I had watched, way too many YouTube videos and read way too many articles on how to swing the golf club, all that stuff. And so when I got out there, I was just really trying too many things, and I had just gotten away from the fundamentals. Now, in the heat of battle, as you could say, out there on the driving range, I didn't really realize any of this. None of this really come to me. But later reflection in the day is when I started to notice that, I kind of just went on a little bender there of, how to hit a draw, how to hit a slice, how to get more yardage, everything like that. And so by the time I actually went out there, my brain was already full of all kinds of new techniques and stuff and everything else I needed to adjust and change. And where I'm getting at with this story is that it's kind of like the fitness journey. I've noticed it's real easy to head down the rabbit hole on the weight loss and health and fitness, YouTube, internet searches, articles about fitness and proper lifting and how to lose weight and on and on and on and on. And there's just so many videos. And the thing is that none of them are really consistent. They either say this or that or the other thing, or they'll tell you, no, you need to lift this way. And then literally the next, video is, or the TikTok video, and it's not even YouTube. It's on all the platforms, but it'll just be like, here's how to do this lift. And then literally the next little scroll will be, no, this is how you do this lift. And then sometimes there's even a third kind of video where it'll say like, no, this is what you do. And I've just realized also on this fitness journey that, you got to get back to the fundamentals of it. You just got to kind of, block that noise. It's about lifting heavy, putting the work in, watching the food intake. And as the old saying goes, eat less, move more, for weight loss. Now, granted, it's a little bit more complicated than that, but what I'm saying is it's just gotten so over complicated that if you sit there and, you take all the videos and advice and all that stuff and then try to go to the gym, you're going to get frustrated. You're going to get really frustrated. And so you just got to keep it simple. Lifting, pick things up, put them down. It's that easy. So anyway, how to combat this is I'm going to take a little break from the golf noise. I'm not going to look at any YouTube, TikTok, golf related videos, read any articles, do any research on golf or anything like that for the next 48 hours or so. Definitely not going out to the driving range either. Not even going to look at the clubs. And I'm just going to get refocused in my head and then, get back out there later on once I've kind of had a little break from it. And I recommend doing the same thing with the fitness noise. Just take a break from it. Give yourself 48, 72, whatever it may be, a week. Just call them rest days. And it's the same thing too. If you're going to the gym and you're getting frustrated, just take a break from it. Take a 48-hour break. Body will actually probably appreciate it. I've noticed that several times where when I've taken, 2 days off in a row and I've gotten back, that third day is one of the best workout days I have. And, I know part of it's just, letting the muscles rest and everything, but also I believe mentally, it's that mental rest that comes with it too. That's just as important. But I think a lot of times just gets kind of overlooked on the journey, especially as you get over. This page is more for over 45, later in life lifting. I don't know if when I was 17 or 18, any type of mental breaks really crossed my mind. But, that's okay. And if you are that age and you need, mental breaks from the gym so you don't get burned out, by all means, take it. And so just give yourself a break from all the fitness noise that's out there. Take some rest days and then just get back to sticking to the fundamentals in the gym. That's really helped me the most. When I go in, I have my game plan set up before I arrive. I think about, how much cardio I plan on doing. Sometimes reality sets in when you get in there and you're just tired or sore or whatever. And so, your 15 minutes on the treadmill might only be 5, or your 30 minutes on the treadmill might be 35 minutes. And it's the same thing, when you visualize the lifts. I think about, okay, here's the 5 to 6, lifts for whatever day it is, whether it be, shoulders or chest or whatever it is, biceps. But I like to visualize before I go in there and be like, okay, this is what I want to accomplish. And then I also visualize kind of my after cardio, with the stair climber and that sort of thing. And if I put all those together before I actually arrive at the gym and I have some type of rough outline, then it just makes, the gym time so much smoother. And it also keeps me from getting frustrated. Now, it can be a little tough too because, I need to add in stretching. And I'm going to have to incorporate stretching going forward just because of just tightness. I can just feel everything. And so that's going to be one little challenge I'm going to have to start visualizing what stretching looks like and how to, do all that. But we'll get there at that point. It's no rush. So anyway, yes, I'm going to still enjoy golf, just like you should still enjoy fitness. But I realize I've just got to take, a little bit of a break from it, clear the mind, let the body kind of rest a little bit, get reset, and then we'll get back after it. Anyway, I appreciate you listening. So hopefully it wasn't too much rambling, but don't be afraid to take a break from the fitness noise. Don't be afraid to, put the phone down and just focus on the basics. Focus on what you think will be sustainable for the long term, because that's what it comes down to. And look forward to continuing this journey with you. And that's all I got.